All right, welcome to 2026. So this is the updated campsite tour videos for Fourth Moon Camp. If you want to see what it's like driving up Roy Gap Road, you can check out our other video. That doesn't really need an update. There's nothing really that's happened to the road, but we have had some updates to our campsites. So figured I'd start from the bottom, work our way to the top. And when you first enter the Fourth Moon Camp property, you'll notice a bunch of private property signs so that you're hopefully not disturbed a bunch when you're up here. Some of the campsites are right off the road for convenience, so there is an understanding that maybe a car or two might pass by. But our first set of sites are located right here near the entrance, and you can see how this parking lot right here on the left is set up and designed for cars to be parking perpendicular to the road so that we can get a bunch of cars in here if there's several people staying. But yeah, this is the parking for Creekside Hollow, as well as its extended camping spaces, which I'll show you. And it's also the parking for Moonshine, which will have its own separate updated tour video in a couple weeks. But suffice to say, there might be a few cars parked in this parking lot, so we just really ask everyone tries to preserve the space. And headed over here to our first site, we got Creekside Hollow, named because it's right next to this awesome creek. But we did set up some stones in here to make it a little bit easier to get across, so that there's a little bit of a bridge somewhat. I don't recommend doing it in Crocs, but when you first get across, you can see our sign. The first extended space for Creekside Hollow is this over here to the left. It is on a little bit of a tilt, so it's more ideal for things like hammocks or suspended camping solutions. We're working on getting that tree out of the way if you're asking yourself what that's doing there. But it does make for a nice space to sort of stow gear if you wanted to set up a little shed, tent, or something like that. But the proper camping area is up this little tiny hill here. And so this site, because it's off the road, does have a tremendous amount of privacy. You still get a little bit of the bubbling from the creek, but you're enough away from everything that it feels like it's your own space. So we got our fire ring, of course, which needs a little TLC this season. And then, yeah, a bunch of space for tents. There is a trail that we're in the process of trying to clean up. You can see the yellow blazer there on the tree. It's been a couple years since we've cleaned up that trail, but that does lead through a variety of the campsites in our hip camp system. So you want to be careful not to just take that trail willy-nilly, because there might be someone else staying up there. But headed back down to the road, we'll go check out Applewood, which Applewood is another extended piece of camping off of Spearmint Patch. It's separated a little bit. You can see the two campsites from one another, but you probably couldn't hear each other if you were talking. It's a good solution for, families or big groups, things like that want to sort of take over more than just one single space. Sometimes I just go for the jump gear, but it's probably better to be a little safer about it. So let's go check out Applewood.